Howdy folks, Justin here. This is Monk Conscription. This is like 4th or 5th on the list of conscription decks that are out there is in terms of popularity, as in like I don't think anybody plays it. But it has a couple great matchups, including Veteran Conscription, which I am like 5-0 against with it. And it's fun, okay? Like, it's not like there are any cards in here that are particularly unique. Although you do get to play Eclipse Baroness, which is, you know, harkens back to those good old days when value had to be earned. But then you're running Conscription, so, like, you're kind of super guilty. But you have a Nasi, which is always a blast. Cliff Racer and Tazcad for some big reach that other Conscription decks might not run. And you also have, you know, the makings of a mid-range beatdown deck, you know, in terms of cards like Markwater Witch, Slime Marshblade, East March Crusader, Thieves Guild Shadowfoot, Cloudress Illusionist, Hive Defender. Just some really, like, classic, powerful cards. You play for the board unless you have the opportunity to play for the neck, you know, play for the throat. Like, you have to be flexible with this deck, like with any Conscription deck. Well, at least like with Veteran Conscription, you have to be flexible with this deck. But it's a lot of fun to play. It's an opportunity to play Monk on the ladder, which you don't always see. And I think the deck's pretty good. I think you could easily take this deck to Legend. We're going to record a game with it today and see how we do, and I will see you there. Howdy folks, Justin here. Today we are hopping on the ladder with Conscription Monk because, I don't know, man, I was trying to record some other stuff. It wasn't working out. Just one of those days. Apparently I didn't hit the Q button. I don't know, man. It's been 6 months without new content. 6 months. And I hate to say things like this, dude, but I don't care about the new client. I don't. I like the game. I want new content, new game to play. I'm just tired of the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Anyway, so here we are, against Veteran. Do we keep a Conscription? They have ramp, so they'll hit their Conscription before us. If it's a Conscription deck, if it's just an aggro deck, we're not going to want to keep it either. So let's do this.
Brave meeting.
Monk Conscription is like a blend of the other Conscription decks. It generates a lot of value from its Conscriptions. But they're not like closers, right? There's no charge creatures, right? It is, there's also very little life gain, unlike the Telvanni one. Opponent looks like they are going to go immediately into the Shadow Lane, which is, if you pay attention to the channel, you know, what is this? One of the dumbest things you can do in the game. Unless there our opponent goes. The Adoring Fan, the Mad. The Mad, a pretty challenging title to get.
The waters of life.
Yep, they're going to start their ramp. Now let's steal their Conscription or something like that. Or, alternatively, we just play this, get our Praetorian Commander, execute this, swing into that, and swing. And then next turn we can Thieves Guild Shadowfoot and hopefully take something important to them. Now they do have Cradle Crush in terms of cards that clear out lanes. Again, just going straight to the Shadow Lane. Let's take their stuff.
So many purses, so little time.
Crusader's Assault.
Fight like a child.
My scales move in shadow. For the Black Hand.
27 doesn't really matter. We did draw Tazcad, which is some of the reach we have in our list. And we are applying a little bit of pressure, which is nice. Ramp game is strong, though, and they will hit Conscription before we do. Merchant's Camel. So I could just Crusader's Assault into the Camel. They Crusader's Assault. They don't want a
know a
Javelin.
shortcut.
Okay, I'm going to play a Veteran Forerunner. Finally do something about this.
I'll clear it.
There's an Eclipse Baroness. Let's go ahead and just do this.
Khajiit is having a good night.
Pretend that we're a Halawi. Do something we couldn't play, do something we couldn't play, but
Feel the Night Mother's love.
we do get to land Praetorian Commander into Praetorian Commander. And we still have 6 power on the board until they play a Cradle Crush. A card that never shows up when I'm playing the deck, but shows up whenever I'm playing against it.
Training is over. It's time to act.
5th Legion, again directly in Shadowing.
I know a shortcut.
Another Veteran Forerunner. So that's all 3 Veteran
I'll
Forerunners.
clear it.
And for that creature first.
Soldiers,
Feel the Night Mother's love.
I will cut your
Okay.
purse.
As your
Now we're kind of banking on them just not having conscription in hand, right?
I'll clear a path.
Playing the Dark Harvester, so this is just that list. There's an East March, so I can play an East March and a Hive Defender.
We'll hold,
Like
no
that.
matter what.
There's a Nasi. Also a
I
good
will
hit.
cut your purse and your throat.
On board they can't get through this, but this deck does run a lot of single target removal. And next turn they're going to have their conscription online. So I'm going to need to respond to it with an Anasi to take the charge, drain, guard, and ward. So next turn I can either Eclipse Baroness, or I prefer, I think, to play another Praetorian Commander. Okay. Decide that's the way to go.
I'll clear
Again,
a
not...
path.
I don't know why you would ever swing there, but not concerned with long-term value, it appears.
Lords must take back Sky
Sure.
for unfixed stone.
Get off my board. Cast into time. On Forerunner seems pretty
Hold the
solid.
line. Don't make me laugh.
And here comes... You know, actually, that might have been bad because of my Anasi. I got excited there, and I might have made a mistake. Yeah, I think I'm just going to drown now. Here it is.
Preparations have been made.
Go. Well, you can beat them if they just never hit it.
Rise, my son.
Necromancer into Camel or Harvester? Okay, so you don't have it. Okay.
They've no move we can't
You
anticipate.
really don't have it. Because you also wouldn't play a full board of stuff if you had it either.
You fight like a child.
So I can play these two. And there's my conscription. Beautiful.
soldiers, form up.
I'll try to draw their fire.
Don't make me laugh.
So they might have it now. Which would not be great. But we'll hit a double juiced up one in response. And they can't totally clear their board.
We stand united.
And they don't have it. Alright. Well, I do. So I'm going to trade here.
So predictable.
Looks like my opponent is not interested in trading.
Orders?
I will swing into that all day.
I'll profit by it.
Okay. Looks like I'm not going to get the chance.
Hold my
Our
tower.
face. We have a second one right behind it.
Slay the unworthy.
Okay.
Don't Don't let them break our
There we go.
lines.
There's my conscription.
Preparations have been made.
I do not fear.
Life gain creature, that's
I
good.
lurk in the shadows.
I didn't come here alone.
Card draw.
I'll whip them into shape.
Some removal. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We drew a Divine Fervor. My hand is full. But I don't think overdrawing matters much anymore. I think I'd rather keep the makeshift defenses in hand. If they play one now, I can Fervor, execute, trade, Anasi. Sure. You're just going face. Alright, I didn't get my Mega Cliff Racer. I also don't get my Shadow Foot. I do get this.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
I do get...
You can't defeat me.
I'm going to gain all my life first. I want to guard in each lane, which I don't think I can do. I can only put down both of these this turn. I'd rather have the guard in the shadow lane. I guess I do get a guard in each lane.
Did you hear that?
Trade into
Patience
this.
for fools.
Gain more life.
I'll take them with me.
And proceed to beat down. And even if they have a conscription, I feel pretty good, right? I mean, Anasi has to be great. My opponent's at 13. I actually said on Twitter not too long ago that I have a 100% win rate against Veteran Conscription with Monk Conscription. And I know nobody plays Monk Conscription besides me, but... Alright. By the way, I went 14-2 with Monk Conscription yesterday. Or, I'm sorry, with Veteran Conscription yesterday. The deck's really good. Sure. Now you can't play a Conscription. You have a Cradle Crush, which kills my makeshift defenses. Alright. Play anything with an interesting keyword, please. Taking out my guards so that you can crack me back. Oh, I got a task at hand. Alright, 5.
I swear
5.
vengeance.
And let's give the Marked Man. That guy doesn't get enough respect. Let's give him the Killing Blow. Alright. Monk Conscription 2018. What?